Good morning, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 11625 Northeast Lauren Lane here in Newburgh. Located inside the crawl space just before the line exits the foundation. We have a 4-inch ABS cleanout. We're going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. We just zeroed out the foot counter at the bottom of the stack here. Off we go. And this right here looks like the drop into the tank. When we get my locator out and locate it, we should be sitting right at the tank right now. This looks like the final drop. And the amazing thing here is, I kid you not, almost 100% of septic systems, whether they're brand new or 100 years old, will have a belly in the last 5 to 10 feet of the line here. There is, I don't believe, any standing water at all. If there is, it's extremely minor. We've got some junk dangling down from up top there. We'll try and get a better look at that. Some of that may be grease. It might also be a combo of grease, hair, stuff like that. Trying to tell if that's roots or not is rather difficult because there's a bunch of junk collected there. But we'll take a second look when the line's drained. Alright, just located the camera head successfully. We're right next to the tank lid. Now, you do have a fair amount of buildup right here. It looks like by and large things are conveying their way through here. My only concern is if anything large comes down the pipe, a balled up bunch of toilet paper could feasibly get stuck here. So what I'll recommend is some drain cleaning just to bust that junk up and get it out of there. I would also highly recommend re-scoping because there's bits and pieces in that bunch of buildup there that could feasibly be roots. There's so much gunk collected there, I can't tell whether it's human hair, dental floss, or roots, or cobwebs for that matter. There's just too much stuff collected over it to be able to confirm any of it. So I would recommend that be drain cleaned and re-scoped to make sure you don't have roots punching through here. It's not a terribly uncommon spot for roots to penetrate. As it sits right now, the line is still functioning, but that end piece there has got enough buildup in it. You can see as I approach that, the flow line has shrunk by probably about an inch or more, especially at the top. So for the average, piece of folded toilet paper coming down the line, by and large, everything looks like it's getting through there with very little issue. But I would recommend that be dealt with so that you don't have someone flush a big ball of toilet paper down the pipe and it gets stuck right there because you don't have a 4-inch diameter pipe at the moment in that spot. But make sure it gets re-scoped afterwards. Ideally, you kind of get in there and bust it up and put the camera back in before you go to town too much. You'll get a better view as to whether there's roots or not there. Alright, we're going to reel the camera out of the line. Aside from that spot there at 40 feet, the rest of the line appears to be in good condition, has good flow, and is functioning properly at this time. Overall, the line is functioning, but I'm concerned that that buildup there right at the 90-degree drop into the tank could cause a blockage at some point. I'd recommend that be drain cleaned and re-scoped. 1, to prove the work that it's been cleaned out, but 2, to make sure you don't have underlying root intrusion there causing that stuff to build up. Because it's a little odd to have a line that is that clean throughout, and it does not appear to have been drain cleaned recently either. To just get all that buildup right in that one location, when the rest of the line is otherwise very, very clean. It's one thing if the whole pipe has a 1/2 inch of grease buildup in it. It's no question as to why that stuff is collecting there, but the line overall is extremely clean. You have a lot of buildup at the very end, and if you have roots coming through, that will cause that. That stuff, as sewage comes shooting down the line, it hits those roots and builds up on top of it.